good morning. You know, we're a farm, but so what I'm doing is cutting grass. Most people cut the grass usually for mulch or whatever. We use the mulch, the grass for our feed. So what I'm doing, remember when you cut the lawn, always wear, protective gear, safety first. So I'm a musician, so I gotta protect my ears. But anyway, so all the grass we cut, I can actually collect it. And this will be feed for my animals. Now in the old days, I used to make maybe about 600 barrels of these. And I used to feed my whole herd. And I used to make what we call silage. You put in a plastic bag, put one layer of grass, another layer of molasses. We could get molasses 55-gallon drum for $10. Then we make it and we suck out all the air and we make silage. This is how I used to feed my pigs. So, my pigs are fed with silage, macadamia nuts, and then we put a high protein. So the grass actually has about 16 to 18% protein and maybe about 20% energy. So it's like, almost a complete feed. And because I have almost, 100 kind of grasses here, 50 or 100, we got legumes, we got all kinds of stuff, so we got a lot of protein in the grass as well. So what we're doing, we're lawn mowing, and actually most people don't have animals, so you can use it for your garden. But in this case, we're using it for feed for our animals. I'm just gonna cut another section there, enough to make a barrel so we can call up the animals and we can feed the animals. And then today we're gonna be going over, we're doing some lilikoi. We're also gonna go over some of the salads, the greens, and we're also gonna go plant propagation. Right now is, we call Po Akua. It's a day before the full moon. Tomorrow's full moon on Hawaiian moon calendar. So we'll also be, getting ready to plant. So I want to, and we're planting all kinds of stuff, but I want to show you how to save seeds and how to create seeds and how to plant different kind of ways for propagating. We're in my front yard right here, and everything over here is edible. Like right there, the avocado tree. Okay. Now this is vauke. We use this to make a tapa cloth. Okay. Papaya over here. We also have more taro. We got sweet potato. We got ava. We got alipoi for making gourds. We got tili for cooking over there. So in the same area, we have all of these different plants going. And then we also have some alipoi here. The alipoi has these little beads like BBs inside of them. Really good high protein for the chickens. But what's even more important, when you make the uli, this is a feather gourd to shake, or even cucarachas. This is the thing that makes a sound. These little beads, these little BBs. And what's great about it is, how do you plant this? You just throw them on the ground and they'll start to grow. These are liipoi flower, the seeds, and these are the pods. Okay? Now, because I come from a family of native practitioners, we also made uli. We'll do that another time. That's what we save the feathers from the chickens from. Okay, let's go over here. I'm just gonna find an old can. You put the seeds inside a can, or in the case of a gourd, and look, you can shake it. Now you have a thing for making an instrument. You see what I mean? This is something a cucaracha. But the Hawaiians really make this, we call it pu'ili, with the feather gate, and we put a gourd inside of it. I just wanted to give you an example so you can see the sound. And all of these seeds is high protein to almost 50% protein. We can feed this as chickens. The chickens love this. All over here we have all kinds of different things growing. For instance, we have in the taro, we have hono grass. Now most people call this is reed, but it has a lot of lactose. This hono grass is actually good for the milking. Milking cows, or milking sheep, or milking goats. Anything that has milk. Okay. And also in here we got sweet potato gourd. Now, this is a weed because it's a weed of a plant out of plate, but it's also feed for our animals too. So actually the chickens love this, the horses, the goats, the sheep, and it has a lot of energy. Sweet potato leaves. And to plant this, all you gotta do is pluck off all these leaves. There you go, Gusher. And then every one of these nodes, you planted a long string like this, will give us one sweet potato all the way down. And this is a variety called Okinawa right here. We have about 35 varieties of sweet potato on the farm. I'm just going to throw this in a basket so we can feed the animals. Yeah, this is the hono grass here. This is actually another kind of weed, but this one has a lot of lactose. This is hono grass. Look at it, it has a more, people think it's a weed, and what's good about this hono is that it keeps moisture inside of and it has lactose. So good for the babies when they're milking mamas. Increase milk production. And then we got this is the Zuiki taro we talked about the last time. But on this side, let me show you what else. We also have Ava. Now Ava is the plant we make Novocaine out of. We used to send 1 million pounds over to Germany. Okay? And these little stalks right here, actually the Ava is the bottom we harvest. And this is what they make Novocaine to numb my teeth out of. Now I want to show you another plant. This has become an invasive species on my farm. This is a house plant. And I used to sell 10,000 of those at $3, so I make 30,000. And then we used to sell them to the nursery. We also have some tomatoes growing in here. Look at these tomatoes. Oh my God, look, this is my favorite. This is a wow, this is one only indigenous to Hawaii. My grandpa called these sugar lumps. They're so sweet and they're so small. See? So we got this all growing. And then also in between here, we also got some okra. We just started. See the okra right here? Tomatoes, the okra. And this is the plant that we serve, a nursery plant for house plants. Now in our garden, we have all kinds of, this is Okinawan spinach, came from Okinawa. This has more keratin and vitamin A, B, K, better than lettuce, any lettuce you can have. And the great thing about this is that all you have to do is pluck it, you eat the leaves. It's so sustainable. I planted this 15 years ago. I'm still harvesting it. Okay, this is what we're gonna have for salad. We're gonna have this for a salad later on. Put this over here. And to plant it, here, come right down here. We just dig a little hole, you know, put it in the ground, and now we got spinach growing. Okay? Okay, now this one here, this is another kind of spinach. This is called New Zealand spinach. Okay, same thing. We pluck all the leaves. This we can eat. We'll make a nice salad out of this. It's really healthy for you. This one has a lot of vitamin K. You see the green leafy vegetables. And better than the regular spinach, because the other spinach you gotta keep on planting over there. Again, let's go over here. This little pot. I got some lemongrass started over here. So all these weeds and stuff, people like to throw them away, but this will feed back to our animals, see? So I got some, this is Taijin. This is actually some lemongrass I planted. We'll put the lemongrass back in there. But then we're going to plant the spinach alongside, companion plant right next to it. Okay, so this is a Moa lipoi. And look over here, we got a lolu palm. This lolu palm is one of the only indigenous to Hawaii. Yeah, and that's what we used to use to thatch our houses. You know, we got eggplant over here. We got taro, we got okra, but we also have some lilikoi. Look at the lilikoi vines going crazy all over here. Lilikoi vines, and we're going to be making. Mitchell is actually harvesting some lilikoi. We're going to go over there, and then we also have right here. This is some kefir lime leaves that we use. We've been harvesting it, so it's kind of, you know, all the way down. Then we also have chili peppers over there. We got guava. We got what do you call it, papayas. So all growing in the same area, and along with this is the poha. We got poha all growing in the same area. So we have about 300, and plus we have got 50 kinds of grasses growing. And the grass is not only kind of grass. We got hilo grass, we got peanut grass, we got kaimi clover grass. We also have panax grass. We got some kikuya grass. All these grasses not only nice ground cover, but it's also feed for our animals. I'm going to throw these inside here, but I'm going to forget about them. You know, when I go wash my clothes, my wife can grab them. What the heck? You got tomatoes and leaves inside of your clothes. It happens to me all the time. This Ava is Hokupu Tutupele. This is another one. Remember we called Ohe Pele? This is called Hiva Hiva Opele. Okay? This one is sacred to the goddess of the volcano. This is what we would include in that whole kupu that we did before. And this is all, but you see, it's also known in some places as called Ele Ele. See how dark the stem is? I have about 9 varieties of Ava. Now let me come on and look at this other variety of Ava. This is called Kio Kio. See the difference? This one is all spotted, the Kio Kio, all the spots inside of there. And look, it's growing on. We got the tomatoes growing inside right next to the Ava. This is those tomatoes. I'm gonna waste them. See? Got tomatoes right going. This baby tomato. Anyway, couple of days ago, we picked some lilikoi, and we actually when you pick them from the wild, they're all different shapes and sizes. This is Mitchell again. Now this is lilikoi that's grade number 1. So we're gonna actually bag these and sell them for $2 a pound. Okay. Now we also have some friends who are buyers. So all the stuff that's crooked like this, and it's always this is off grade, but this is so rare, this red variety. So what we're going to do is we're actually peeling it, and then we're saving this. Just show what you're doing. He's actually cutting it.
Cut them in half.
Yeah.
And you scrape the seeds and all the pulp.
He's scraping the seeds and the pulp out. So this is the red lilikoi. It's pretty rare, and that's what we're gonna make lilikoi products like lilikoi jam, whatever. And what we're doing is we're saving this to feed the animals again. Okay, that'll be animal feed. And then we're gonna give this to a friend. She's gonna actually process it, and she's gonna keep the pulp, and we want back the seeds. So we're selling that only to her for $1.50 a pound. She gets a discount because we get back our seeds and we get to keep our own for feed. So that's another way that we do it. And then so the off grade like this goes for about $1.50 a pound. But this stuff is the real off grade. So we're keeping this for home use. And then we're going to have her process it for us. We do a trade with the other farmers. So Jessica Lepore is going to do this for Maui Pono. Okay? So let me go. So what I'm going to do is all of this stuff that he's doing, I'm going to throw it along with the grass because we're going to feed this to the animals too. So we're going to throw it in with the grass that's going to be our feed. And then we'll let him finish that up. Let's call up the animals. Don't cut your finger now. I don't know, they're all here, huh? Oh, you got plenty. Just hold them up just so you can see. Okay, now do your thing. So we get to keep the seed, we get to keep the skin for feed, and she gets the pulp, she'll pulp it for us. Now don't even waste one seed now. So what happens is when they're shriveled up like this, it's actually sweeter because it's turning from a starch into a sugar. So this is the off grade, but we keep this for itself because this is the best. Now this one right here might be immature, so this one we just feed to the animals straight. Okay? No, we pick them when they're orange and all. The reason we pick them when they're small like this is because the birds will get them. Now look, we have mamaki tea going right here next to the papaya. When they're yellow like this, we actually pick them already. See, I pick them without the stems. Now, if you was to leave the stem, this is only $5 a pound with the stem on. Take off the stem, $25 a pound. Now, what should you have? $25 or $6 a pound? So that's what we do. And we can pick up to 50 pounds a day. We get our 1,200 trees. So what we do is we don't keep them in plastic bags. After we pick them, we put them in paper bags. The reason for paper bags is we want them to not get sweaty. So we throw them in. And this is right here is about 2 pounds. This is $50 of chili peppers.
And what kind of chili peppers are
These are Hawaiian chili peppers. We only grow one variety, the Hawaiian chili peppers. There's about 200 varieties, but we only grow what we can sell, what we can eat. Okay, what we do is we pulverize the seeds. We add a little bit of Hawaiian salt, and then we actually boil the water so it doesn't get moldy. So it's chili pepper water. And this will go for about $10 for a little vial. Maybe this is about 6 ounces, you know, that we sell. Okay, chili pepper water. Okay, as you can see the grasses now, this is what the yellow flower, this is called peanut grass. High protein, 35% protein. Now this is mixed in with a hilo grass, it only 12% protein. But you can see we have it all inside of here, going inside of a bed. Now this is, we call this lucina. This is actually halikoa, Hawaiians call it. Now, if you look over here, we got some turmeric going, you know, and the turmeric is just starting to, when all of these leaves drop down, then the turmeric will be ready. So we're waiting for it to go back into what we call dormancy. Okay.
So this is turmeric plant right here.
Right, this is turmeric. We had the flower last time. Did we shoot that, I think? I think the flowers are all dying back already. They all died. Yeah, there's no turmeric flowers. So here's one. Here's a turmeric flower. We Hawaiians write songs about this. It's Polena, poi mohale, poi mo ole, oh my ole. Polena, oh kale. See, songs written about the Polena flower. We have about 12 varieties of turmeric. We also go next to the tapioca, next to the tea leaf, taro, chili peppers. We also have root ginger, Chinese root ginger right there too. This thinner leaf one. So all this, and notice what's happening is when we weed it out, we throw down the manure and we got mulch and cardboard all underneath here to keep down the weeds. And look how abundant this is. This is what Hawaiians call hua. It's just full of fruit. Okay. Okay, you can see this, all these different kinds of grasses here. We got peanut grass, kaimi clover. We even got some here. This is a good for your health, diabetics. This is called laukahi. It's a really good place. It's also called plantain. How this called it, plantain. So, and in here, look, we got Okinawan spinach growing right alongside the Korean spinach. See, the Japanese, the Okinawans, and the Koreans can get along together. Look, they get along together in a garden at least. You know what I mean? Okay. The other thing too, you know, what we try to do is be sustainable, and you know, have common sense about it. You can raise animals like all these grasses. You can raise rabbits for protein. You can raise chickens. The chickens will eat this. The ducks will love it. Goats, sheep, horses, cattle. They'll be all. So let's keep on going. Oh, these things are heavy. This thing is probably about, I say 86, 75 pounds of grasses we cut that we don't have to buy from the store, right from our own yard. Mauka, mauka, mauka. Okay, corralling. I'm gonna give them some. You can go inside. Corralling, let's go. Corralling. Let's go. Go in here. Corralling. Let's go. Corralling. Let's go, corralling. Corralling, let's go. Corralling. Hup, hup, let's go. Corralling, come on. Go in here. Nani. Spirit, corralling, let's go. Hup, hup, hup. Corralling. Corralling. Now the reason I lock up the animals is so that they can take a crap in the field. I don't have to go scoop up their manure. They'll be manuring all over here. See, like right here, we got manure all over. But that's what drives our farm, all of the waste from the animals. A lot of people have trouble with their waste management on their farm, but the reason we have the animals is for waste. Okay, now I'm gonna put this along the side here. Oh, I'm gonna keep this one for a salad. Mauka, mauka, which means come to the mountain. Come to eat some feed. Mauka, 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 mauka. They got grasses, They got lily koi. This is like ice cream, candy and ice cream for them. Ice cream and cake. Now we gotta give some to the horses. There we go. I will lock the gate. I'll come back, okay?
Na po o na o kala ho o ipo kamana ola he mana o he aloha I ka uali ila na po o na o kala ho o ipo kamana ola.
What's happening is if, we had a little bit of rain, but you see we had some manure over here. Now all what's happening is all the earthworms are underneath. And also we have the dung beetle is going down and they're actually excavating. So they're actually, it's like our rototillers. We don't rototill. Our whole system here is no-till, So the earthworms and what do you call the dung beetles are our rototillers, they're dealing out. So all the little piles that we have over here, you're gonna see little places where they're excavating. See, like even over here. So what we're doing is actually, by having the manure here, we're actually taking the carbon from the air, turning it into plant form that the plants can use and putting the carbon into the soil. So we're actually helping out with pollution and that kind of taking all the carbon from the air, putting it into the soil so the plants can use the carbon. So this is a really great thing that we have all of this going on with the microorganisms with our plants.
Haina mai ka puana la I ka uali ila na po o na o kala o ipo kamana ola.